All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another DC Worlds Collide video. This is Mr. Squirrel, as always. Glad to have you here. So, as you can see, this is going to be a first impressions of Dr. Poison. Now, I will go over this. I don't have crazy gear on her. She has no percentage-based gear. At the same time, I don't think she really needs it. She's going to be a pretty easy character to build. You just want a lot of speed on her. Speed and as much defense as you can put. Defense, HP, and maybe some attack in there. So her poison can do some more damage. So long story short of what is she overall? She is kind of like the equivalent of Vigilante for the anti-hero team. She is the same kind of role for the poison team. In other words, her job is to make poison do more damage and trigger more often. That's what she's doing. So her ult extends the duration of poisons. This ult does not have a lot of point on a Cheshire team. Just flat out doesn't have a lot of point because it is Cheshire's team poison will always last in the back line. Granted, for the front line, it doesn't, but for the back line, it does. And in most teams, you care about killing off that back line quickly. So this ult serves no point. In other words, this is one of the last ults you can use on the team. I prefer to have this ult just go last because she's not on the team to do that. She's on the team to do two things. Now, I'm going to note this in this video. She is not going to be at full power. She will actually, her purpose does not become full until you get her to rank 7. And let's talk about that in a minute. Now, the main part of her kit that is really important is her auto, because what her auto does is when it hits a poison enemy, it's going to bounce all over the place. Well, it has a greater percentage to bounce when it hits a poison enemy. Now, with the, I'm pretty sure based on the badge, that badge is going to impact her auto, which is great. And so it gives it the possibility to bounce even when it's not on a poison enemy, which is really good. I think that's what they said with it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so here we go. Badge info, we can see right here. Pure poison, increase the duration and amount of poison inflicted on a target. In addition, hitting an enemy with no poison stacks will now allow poison stack to ricochet to other poisoned enemies. Interesting. Now, the only thing is when I look at that, I thought her basic would be called pure poison. It's called outbreak. So I'm assuming they're the same thing, and that's just a weird naming convention, which they've done before in the past, which is some weird naming. Because the way that language was, it made it sound like outbreak was what it was for, and then what it was going to modify, which again, I'm going to tell you right now, her auto is what you care about in this kit, because she's just meant to put more and more poison on the enemy team. Now, this is why she's not going to be a full power in this video, because she needs rank 7. And we're going to talk about that. So her advanced attack has a 2-turn cooldown, and it just throws a poison vial and gives everyone poison. It's really good, right? 2 stacks of poison for 1 turn. So it's really good in the sense that it gives a lot of poison. Now, what's interesting about this, remember, 1 turn on a Cheshire team back line doesn't matter. But at rank 7, Toximus now triggers poison damage on all enemies, which means however many stacks of poison they have, it's going to trigger them. So this thing becomes cracked at rank 7 because she's going to now proc the poison. And remember, if she's on a back line with a penguin, that's going to be a lot more poison damage. She's really good. Now, finally, Dr. Poison's passive is that she engineered her concoctions to be most effective on healthy bodies and sap their vitality. All poisons deal 20% extra damage to enemies with more than 75% of their maximum HP. Whenever an enemy takes poison damage, all allies are healed. Now, she is a healer because whenever they take poison damage, they gonna get healed. Now, why is this important on a Cheshire team? Because they take poison damage when they ult, and then with her here, they take poison damage when she throws this out. And then you've got Swamp Thing also healing. She does not need to be high rank. I'd actually say if you can get her to rank 7 and stop. Remember, again, if you're going to pull for a character, I would recommend always going to rank 7 and then just stopping because you get the last one for free. Well, from the missions and stuff like that, and you can rank her up to rank 8. Which is really important because then she gets access to artifacts and all that jazz. So today we are going to test her out in different scenarios. She is not going to be on this team to do damage. She is here to enable the poison team to do more damage. That's all she's here to do. She's kind of like she's like Mr. T. She's there to supercharge the rest of the poison damage dealers like he is for the attackers. Her job is not to do damage. Her job is to keep my team alive and ensure that she doesn't die, but ensure that also that poison is doing more things. So let's go test her out. Okay, this guy has well over 1 million power, and I would imagine it's probably on this side that he has more power than me. And I'm going up against a block team, so this could be very painful. We'll see what happens. I'm not hopeful about this fight. We'll see, though. Okay, we got the poisons up. Now we're getting all the poisons set up. Now, mind you, again, what's important about this is that now what's also good is that Penguin already got his stuff up, which is great. Now that we have all this poison, we're going to start seeing how the healing is going to impact this team. Let's see. Okay, good. Very good. That's a lot of poison. When they go, they're going to start healing up now. Okay, now you're seeing all that healing kind of start coming into play. There's a lot of little healing. All right, good. Now we're getting now we are stronger because we've got our sturdy armor up. Why does he have Lex on that team? Okay. I'm a little confused. It's okay. Now, mind you, if you look at his team, I'm pretty sure that Wonder Woman is dead. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ooh, yeah. Look at, oh man, maybe I can pull this off. Okay, we need to get some heals going on. All right, hold on. Where are we at? Okay, that's gonna hurt. Crud. Okay, this is good healing. I was hoping to get this off a little bit earlier so Penguin would have healed up. The healing isn't the greatest, and that's okay, but it is more healing now. Now, also, mind you, oh man, but this team really is just wow, this team's winning. Now, granted, I know they have a stat bonus, but you got to remember my team is not that strong right now. Like, I'm still working on this team. So it's nice that they gave it a little bit of a bonus. I mean, there was a lot of little healing going on as we saw, which is great. And Swamp Thing's also very tanky. I'm getting my Swamp Thing much higher. We'll talk about all these individual characters later. I will have individual videos on every single one of them because I do need to kind of highlight each and every single one of them. I am starting to get them much stronger now. This is over. I win. Let's go to the next one. Okay, let's see. Now, again, comes back to let's see how I can do here. Now, I'm going up against a like it's got Poison Ivy here. He's got a lot of things going on. We'll see. There's no silence, which is good. Okay, as long as she survives, we're good. Okay, there we go. Let's get the stun going on. Ooh, am I still alive? I am still alive as long as, yep, there we go. As long as Swamp Thing gets to go, he's going to give a nice big heal to the rest of the team. Perfect. Okay, great. Now we're getting all that little minor healing. Perfect. That's way more healing now. Now, mind you, that vial that she just did right there will be way more impactful once she's rank 7 because it'll trigger all the poison. That's another big heal. So just want to emphasize that point. She is not at peak capacity until I'm actually probably pretty dead here. I mean, Cheshire might be able to pull this off. Might, emphasis on might. Probably not. Yeah, no, his team is way too strong. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I did get Cheshire to rank 10. We'll talk about our team synergy later, but I want to show this in the video. They can't dispel my buffs no more. So, this team's going to have some problems in a little bit. Okay, there we go. This team may be struggling now at this point because you can't get rid of my debuffs anymore. And the poison. Now we're going to see what happens to the SAC team when they can't get rid of it. And this could be painful for them, to say the least. I'm very, look, okay. So the healing is good. It's very minor amounts of healing. I was hoping it was going to be more, but again, it's very regular amounts of healing, which is great. Oh, that's, yeah. Ooh. Now, mind you, they're not able to get rid of this poison anymore. This is very problematic for this team because this team, remember, this ACT team relies on debuffing or cleansing. If you can't cleanse, this team will struggle because then they can't deal with the amount of poisons coming through. Maybe they can. Again, my team is not highly ranked. Okay, if I can get rid of Constantine here, yeah, that's not good for you. Okay. Ooh, am I dead here? No, but is this going to rely on... Oh, boy. Oh, that invulnerability is lasting, dude. Yeah, that's... Again. Oh, because of the dodge. Ooh, wow, that hurts. Yeah, that's to be expected. My team is still nowhere near as strong as it needs to be. Okay, so all things considered, this team is doing pretty well when you consider how undergeared they are, and I still need to really buff them up. Penguin is also not rank 10 right now. That's another key thing. He gets a lot stronger at rank 10. Yes, he is badge 30, but he does need rank 10. Also, I'm debating. I think I'm going to push my Swamp Thing to rank 9 because he gets a heal. This team is really relying on these heals, and I need much better gear for them. That's kind of the situation at hand right now, is just the gear situation. I'll eventually get there. It will happen. That thing though, that is nuts. And I will rank Poison Ivy up. The point with Poison Ivy is she is meant to literally just almost one shot the back line, which she does pretty well. I do need to rank her up because her damage is just not doing what it needs to be doing right now. She needs better gear. There's a lot of stuff this team needs. But I'm actually overall really impressed. Now, if we come back to Dr. Poison, well, once she's ranked 7, these poison procs are going to be triggering left, right, and center. Now, this team, we can already see it like boom. Now it's starting. Once it starts going, it starts really going. And since we already burned a ton of the, yeah, look, now they're gone. I'm pretty sure this is over. We've burned through their DPS. This is what this team will do. It is very annoying that, like, if you don't have a really well established back line or front line, if your back line is not protected, you are going to be dealing with severe amounts of issues. Now, mind you, she's down 60% damage. Let's see what this does. Okay, see that? You can see that these Cheshire poisons are really taking a toll on her. Okay, good. That's not, it's just, does this resist? No, yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Maybe it's him, actually. If it goes to, oh, what? Is it the shelter buff? Okay, perfect. Wait, why? Oh, it's the shelter, right? Oh, you see? I mean, the sacrifice team is still phenomenal. Like, eh? Okay, well, that's a lot of damage I just negated from him. Ooh. Oh, did she just pull this off? This was a Cheshire one. Oh, wait, no. Oh, boom. Yeah, that's Cheshire, man. I'm sorry. So again, you notice I'm not talking a lot about Dr. Poison here because Dr. Poison, she's just there as an enabler. So let's go look at one more. Now, I have a feeling this is not going to go well, but we'll see. Again, this guy's team is much stronger than mine. So granted, I do have the 50% bonus stats, but it's not like the previous season where it was 100. Also, good note on the devs for doing that. I'm really glad it's not 100% anymore because that was just too much. It was just like if you were running the main team, you just won. Yeah, and now that it's not happening like that, which is great. Okay, let's see how we do here. Okay, we got the stun on the Mara. Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be annoying to deal with. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. I knew that was going to happen. Let's see if we can actually do quite a bit of damage with the Poison Ivy here and see if we can get them. Okay, good. I just burned through that, which is fine. This will hurt a little bit. Yeah, that bleed does hurt. Okay. Okay, we got that down. Ooh, man, he hits hard. I gotta get my penguin up more. That's the problem right now, is the penguin just needs to be stronger. He is not, like, I don't have enough tanking on that penguin right now. So even though he's like very strong, he needs rank 10 to get the massive increase. Okay. Good. Now that's what I needed right there. All right, let's see. Yes. Okay, if I can get the Constantine. Okay, can I go for the Pandora now? Yep, that's a Pandora. Ooh, that actually might, nope, never mind, because he gets the invulnerability. Oh, good lord. People keep saying Aquaman, he's not that good. And I'm like, what world are we living in where Aquaman is not cracked? Okay. All right, I get 1 dodge. 2 dodge. Okay, perfect. Man, see what I mean about this Aquaman? I'm probably dead here because of her ult. Yeah, I don't have enough dodge for it. It is what it is. Yeah, figured that was going to happen. My team wasn't strong enough. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. So, Whenever enemies take poison damage, all allies are healed for an equal portion of 20% of the damage dealt. Now, she fundamentally needs rank 7 because of this right here. Toxic Mist now triggers poison damage on all enemies. She's going to proc it all. And currently, she's not. And not having her at rank 7 is actually what is fundamentally hurting her. She is going to become very synergistic with her own kit at rank 7. Problem is, we don't have access to that right now. And overall, that creates a lot of problems in terms of when we're seeing her kind of like sustain on in what we just saw. She wasn't doing a lot because she just wasn't. This is a character that I'm going to say rank 8 and done. Because at rank, and then at rank 9, she does get a huge bonus to outbreak ricochets, so she can do more bouncing. That's a lot to ask. Personally, what I'm doing is I'm going to save for, I'm going to try to go for one copy. I'm going to buy that deal where I get the 40 shards, and then I'm hopefully can pull her relatively fast and get one copy and get her to rank 7 and then call it a day. And then, with the missions that take about 5 days to do, then get her to rank 8. And then I'm done. And then I'll just wait for the league recruitment shop next season, and then I would pull her there. She's going to be a character that you're pretty much just rank 7 and rank 8 and done. Other than that, she is she's not doing damage. She's there to heal. She herself is not going to fundamentally, she is not the one and done character. Like, she's not the Cheshire of the team. She's not the Poison Ivy of the team. She is there to enable the rest of your team to do things. Other than that, and then heal. And then you don't really need her ult. Her ult's like last thing that you do. So I think it's nice in that regard. I think she's the last like cherry on the cake of the poison team. My poison team does need to get a lot stronger though. I need to make my penguin way more tanky than he is right now. Him not being as crazy tanky as I need him to be is actually why I think he's struggling in the front right now. I just need, once he's ranked 10, he gets that 150% increase to defense, which is huge. Makes him way tankier than he is right now. That is actually fundamental. It will make him way harder to kill. And then 40% damage reduction to the back line. So it makes, he is what is the reason I was struggling a little bit right there. She is going to help. She helped the team do more. I was actually pleasantly surprised how much more my team was doing. But again, it's going to come back to, you need her at rank 7. That is ultimately what's going to happen here. No rank 7, no happy. That's pretty much it. So again, if you're going to pull for her, I would highly, 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 highly recommend that you go to rank 7. And if you are a spender, get that deal that, you get the 40 shards from you spend the $220 and you get the 40 extra fragments, and then try to pull her and then try to get her up a little bit further, and then you can get her to rank 7, because then you get the missions and all that jazz and get her rank 8. Again, here I'll make another video of whether or not you should summon for her. And my general thoughts. Overall, I think she's very good for the poison team. Outside of the poison team, no. You need a lot of poison for this passive to be anywhere near useful. If you don't have a lot of poison, this just is not useful. She also works very well on the poison Ivy team, but I do fear with the poison Ivy team that you are just going to get run through if a team has cleanse. That's just my general thoughts on that. Okay, that's my general take on Dr. Poison. Just had a brain fart. And overall, I think she's very good. But unless you're running the poison team, she is definitely not needed. All right, y'all. I hope this helps. And as always, remember, failing is just your first attempt at learning.